If you go back to the gold rush of the 1800s in San Francisco, the people that made the money were the platform enablers, right? They were the ones that sold the picks, the shovels, the pans, and the jeans, right? And that's where Levi Strauss was born. The equivalent in that analogy today is Nvidia, because let's talk about Nvidia again. I mean, you own it, so I should see that big smile on your face. Is it defying logic to you, or does this make perfect sense? No, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but an intrinsic value base. It's really tough to get to 3 trillion. That said, though, if you're designing the perfect momentum company from scratch, Nvidia would be it. And you've got a great story. A CEO who sticks to the story, no distractions, is able to meet expectations in the short term because they've set the game up. And you've got a market that contributes to the mix. I mean, I think that you're seeing one of the great momentum plays of all time playing right in front of you, Nvidia, because they are the dominant pick and shovel provider. So the question is, well, what are we going to use these picks and shovels to create? Are we going to find gold? And I think the question is unclear. And where will that gold be found? Will it be found inside of a big tech company, or will it be found inside of a startup? If you look inside of where these resources are being used inside of big tech, it is to completely scorch the earth on the economic value of large models. And I think that's very, very good for all of the startups that come after it. So what do I mean by this? You know, we were all so wrapped around the axle around ChatGPT, and then GPT in general. And now, if you look at the quality of LAMA2, basically these big companies have decided, no, we're just going to make all these models extremely good, extremely useful, and very, very free. And so a lot of the resources are going there to subsidize, economically subsidized, and by implication, economically destroy the value of that category. That's going to be good for startups. And so the question is, what will you then build on top of these quasi-free, almost free tools? About a week ago, it was reported that Elon Musk, the renowned CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, has ambitious plans to construct a colossal facility dedicated to training advanced AI systems by the fall of 2025. This facility is expected to be outfitted with a staggering 100,000 NVIDIA H100 GPUs, which are currently among the most powerful AI training chips available. This announcement was met with immense enthusiasm from NVIDIA stock investors. The news not only confirmed the strong demand for NVIDIA's H100 chips, but also suggested that the company's technological advancements remain at the forefront of the AI industry. This robust demand is particularly significant as NVIDIA gears up to release its next-generation Blackwell GPUs, which promise even greater performance capabilities. In a surprising turn of events, Elon Musk made another announcement that further energized NVIDIA investors. The Tesla CEO revealed on X, formerly known as Twitter, that he plans to purchase an astounding 300,000 units of NVIDIA's new Blackwell B200 AI GPUs to support the training of XAI by next summer. This bold move underscores Musk's continued confidence in NVIDIA's hardware as the best option for advanced AI training. In today's video, we will delve into the reasons why this massive order is incredibly significant for NVIDIA investors and why this news alone makes NVIDIA stock a compelling buy. One area that I have been looking at for a while is in computational biology. I think that clip that you're talking about was just me talking with Orzeev, just around the ability to compute large, complex spaces with very sparse information. It's not. It's a very difficult task today. But tomorrow, an AI model that you can train, you can literally characterize every single molecular permutation you could imagine. You combine it with something like AlphaFold, and you can understand protein folding. And all of a sudden, you can sequentially start to put tools together that could theoretically give you much higher probability guessing for specific compounds that could actually cure disease. A different version of that is a company that myself and a few other people started. I tweeted that out, which is more in the material science space. And we've had some pretty important breakthroughs there, which is really about trying to invent next-generation battery materials. And we have one candidate that could be pretty revolutionary if it turns out to work. We don't know yet, but there are some positive signs. So there are some of these green shoots. So my perspective is that a lot of the money that NVIDIA makes today is going to be money well spent because it'll be going to the big guys, big tech plus Tesla. They are then going to create some really foundational platform technologies with it, whether it's Dogo, whether it's FSD, or whether it's the full platform inside of Tesla that is the cameras, plus the inference, plus the training for all forms of physical world interaction, whether it's LAA2, and all of that stuff will be given away. Essentially, I think, open source, quasi-free, to the ecosystem in the next few years. And I think that will be a really important moment, which will create hundreds of new companies doing really clever and cool things. So we haven't yet seen the big breakout company yet, and so I think that right now, most of this capex is going to the big guys. But the dividends of all the work that these big guys are doing will be seen over the next few years in the startups that get started in the next 4 or 5 years. Elon Musk highlighted that the new B200 AI GPUs would represent a substantial upgrade to X's current AI GPU cluster, which is presently powered by 100,000 H100 GPUs. Nvidia's Blackwell B200 AI GPU offers remarkable enhancements, providing approximately 4 times the AI training performance of the H100 and an astonishing 30 times the inference performance. Inference performance is crucial as it determines how quickly and accurately an AI model can make predictions based on new data. Despite the fact that the B200 GPUs consume more power than the H100 models, the performance improvements are considered worthwhile by Musk and other prominent Nvidia customers such as Amazon, Microsoft, and Meta. The deployment of 300,000 B200 AI GPUs will yield an extraordinary amount of AI computing power, showcasing Nvidia's engineering prowess. Since first announcing the Blackwell series at the GTC 2024 conference, XI, Musk's ambitious AI project, utilizes a vast array of Nvidia's AI GPUs for Grok, an AI bot intended to compete with ChatGPT. Unlike traditional chatbots, Grok aims to provide less straightforward and more witty comedic responses, making interactions feel less robotic and more human-like. Musk believes that increasing the number of Nvidia GPUs will help achieve this objective. The cost of this monumental order is estimated to be between $9 billion and $122 billion. Nvidia's CEO Jensen Huang has indicated that each Blackwell GPU costs between $330,000 and $444,000. However, these figures are subject to change as large volume discounts may apply, and prices can vary based on additional components that customers might require. There is also the possibility that Musk might not proceed with the full scale of the order as initially described. XA recently raised $6 billion in its latest venture round, which may not suffice to cover the entire cost of this massive GPU acquisition. Nonetheless, Musk's statements provide a clear indication of the future direction of the AI market. During the Computex event in Taiwan, Jensen Huang predicted that by 2026, data centers will begin connecting millions of GPUs, with Nvidia positioned to be the primary beneficiary of this trend. The global data center market is projected to expand dramatically, growing to a valuation of $622 billion by 2030 from $31 billion in 2023. In March of this year, Nvidia held a dominant 65% share of the data center AI chip market. If Nvidia can maintain its market share amidst this expected growth, the company could generate an impressive $44 billion in revenue by 2030, solidifying its leadership in the AI hardware industry.